Welcome to the special EVE Star N broadcasting channel. This is Sylvester Kwesibe, my one creator, number one host, and the most wonderful one, the greatest authority from the highest heaven. Lord himself have made. That you would have to know first. Now, watch carefully. That you need to understand one word here. Now, before I continue to the level and where we want to reach, if that word of the Lord indeed is what you hear almost every time, then you must be law abiding almost every time. Now, if I tell you the word and works for this number and every number here, you see IX. So when you see the infinite phone that I use, it wasn't just phone because they have numbers, angel, and heavenly authority in it. That's why when I work and use it and you come also for it in any way, whether you understood the use of it or not, you use it for something else. Now, watch carefully. What has the Lord said in Isaiah? I want to see what? Watch carefully. Hear this word. We are not communicating any dead person name. Now, in this quotation, I want us to take a look at the word. You believe and you know it. That you want to see it. Now, let's prove every word in 1 minute as you want to think. So, 45 verse 7. Now, this is a word that will have to come to you. We've always done it. Watch carefully this word. Now, what is carefully before we go to what? The main conversation line is with Apocrypha. We are talking about Apocrypha and then Mesopotamia, ancient generations for what you need to really understand. So, we don't have to have anybody try to come to the level to think he knows something. You don't know anything, I'm telling you. You have no knowledge. Now, watch carefully. In the book, is I-E-R. Now, is I-E-R. So, I-E-R. Now, watch carefully. I-E-R. In the power and the word and sound. Now, 45 verse 7 in the Bible, in your books, declares that the G-O-D. You have to know this. When the Lord is corrupt, I cannot tell you he's the same Lord. I will only tell you what he has become and why you need a different one. He himself, he says, he is every place that he would be, but they that really entrust him always be with him. But not in this kind of level where you know nothing about what is happening. Now, he the Lord in the book he is I-E-R. What do you want to say? Isaiah. Now, watch carefully. Where he says what? Stating clearly. You know, you want to tell that he's a major kind of what? Spiritual being or personality in the Lord as sovereign authority. What carefully? He that knows the sovereign is what they say sovereign. So that to talk about the sovereignty is that nothing. It's just about the sovereign in the flesh and the one the Lord give the healing to. Or he the Lord working with a particular vessel. That is what you want to state as sovereignty. Sovereignty has no other definition of what you claim. What? He said that he, the Lord, he formed the light and create darkness. He make the prince of ease reach out to you. Also, he create what? Evil. He do these things. Are you going to say it in the mouth or tongue of somebody who either salt, pepper, and whatever, or you have to have it as it's written, documented? That you really need to have these things word carefully so that you know if the power of the Lord indeed is about just 14. Look, let's say 14. He, the Lord, says is light. 1. He creates what? Darkness. 2. He makes what? A prince of ease reach out to you. This is what you want to say ease, which is 3. And he creates what? Evil. That's 4. And the 5th part, he says what? He declared. So the 14 that he created right now is this. To know it very well. Then he, the Lord, declared that he do things. He has not sent you whether you do it well or not. He is the one responsible, telling you, listen, whether you see somebody as darkness or light or whatever, he, the Lord, told you the part he himself is the light. He created darkness. He also make the prince of evil reach out to you. And he also create evil. You understand it, right? In this case, we don't have any definition from somebody. That, watch carefully where he even continues in the word Ra. Ra is what? In Hebrew, Ra is what? You are seeing like evil. Watch carefully that the evil in Hebrew is what? Ra. That here refers to what? Calamity, disaster, or sovereign. Like that's why he called that same art sovereignty, or sovereign God, or sovereign Lord. So why you see the word sovereign is just about the same name, sovereignty. What is it here? This is the same. Now, watch carefully what it goes to, and that is about not moral evil or sin, emphasizing the God's control over what? Let's say every other opposing forces. However, it is attributed to his spirit. So there are things you have to carefully watch and do carefully and ask and sort out with him such things. Whether you blame it on somebody or not, he says he's the one responsible for what is happening. That you should know. If you are a righteous person, you have to know your portion. And if you are that person, evildoer, without him, he said evil will go after you. Is that not the same Lord telling all the saints? Watch carefully. That it says what? There are other spirits that opposes you. Who are you going to say? Are you trying to say that is opposing? Already attributed to him. So he will tell you which one comes from him and which own self or neighbor. Because of what? Other spirit, somebody's dream, somebody's vision working in them. It's the same art, but that when the Lord's own come in, you have to see it as it is indeed major issue. So when a major prophet is talking or a major personality as light is communicating, you have to know the point and the mind of the Spirit of the Lord. And that's the area of the Spirit of the Lord. Now let's go at a little speed. So the word Ra. So when they say Ra and El, that's like Ra'el, Rahil. All these are the names of him. That you want to know the meaning. Here you continue to say that any other thing that comes from any source, you have to know the portion of the Lord in it. Here it is like light and darkness. Then he talk of Prince of Ease and then war. He said he called the light and darkness as this you are experiencing day and night. That you have joyful day to celebrate and there's sorrow. That is what like the difference. Or you are seeing daytime and night. How they word it. And then you are seeing Prince of Ease and then war. The one who reach out to you from the kingdom to have a control over the war. You see how they word it? That's how it is. And it's like I'm showing you what? The timeline. What are we showing here? Like watch this carefully. Where we have already mentioned it. You really need it. So look at it. Like this is a darkness. So whether something is in it or not, you won't see it. Unless day or light reflect that which the Lord outdoor or have created. Now let's see what we created. If indeed the Lord, as this is darkness, he created it. Now he said he himself is what? The light. Let's see the light. So what does light come out with? Light is outdooring these works. Isn't it in the same darkness? But it doesn't mean the person in there is darkness. This is light. So light making you understand what is right on the channel. Now these four things the Lord was saying, like four things, south and west, north, and then east. Do you understand it? These are the 14 he word right there. The Prince of East or Prince of Ease coming from this side, you have to know you go to what? West, virgins. And when south rises as waters, it will cover up to this level where there's no waters. So it takes a kind of somebody's work from waters to reach where there's no water. It takes somebody from what? The war. That's why even what West go with what? Even the war. They have the sovereignty and so they know what is war. And they're trying to make just. That is why it rises from this onto this and from this to this. Or this onto top. You see that, right? This is the understanding. What we are saying is light. So light have made it possible. You see, in even darkness covering it. Except light came up. You couldn't know anything about this word. Neither what have I created. So let's continue quickly. Don't be in the haste. This Apocrypha is what you are living in and what you are living on. And we have many other things showing. Look at this. This word and stars are showing exactly what I say. And we were talking about what? This number and time. Let's go to the 4. Like 14 I created, the same 14 in the scripture. What? Chapter 45 verse 7. There you will know. You see it? Like how I created and creating here. Real reality look like you are seeing it like this. So when you see, let's say 3 people agree working, that is what? The Lord's authority, mainly dominion. So that the one that you don't see, they say search for him. And that if you find nothing good, that's what you have to give as a report. Like a word like this like a globe. You are seeing this right here. What you are watching, closely and watching live on the screen, had not come from any higher scholar anyway, to come from any heaven than myself. Where you see these colors, this is the Lord and his word ruling in it. This is the greatest authority. With who? They are telling what this one have, what this one have, what this one have, and what this one have. And this is, they were given like this, 10, 10. At the time we have to count this creation into reality. That's why you are seeing it the way it is. And that will have nobody else showing than this word. So let's get up and let's keep up the word. Come on, devil. Come on, length of the hell. Get out of the channel. Mama better tell you 100,000 shoes right away. Mama better tell the channels right out. So that levels. So who declared the word? He declares it. So I can be speaking from my left side ear. There's nothing that comes from my side as a fish. Move the fish out of the water out. Move my eyes out of the fish. Come out right away. Move my channel out of the eye of the fish. Move the channel out of the eyes of the fish. Move the out of the eyes of the fish. You cannot say that's where I'm streaming from. I'm in the human being and living flesh with my own flesh. God, my flesh and the uncleanness. So I'm in my own flesh, not my enemy's flesh. I'm not a ghost in somebody's flesh. I am living in the flesh. What you are claiming and deceiving, I live in my own. And I'm showing what I am capable of doing. So in this case, what? That and the Lord affirming, he brings two things or twin. So he brings like twin fire or twin flame. One with what? The seed singing praises. So they say, singing praises, oh, let it be as it is in the joyfulness of the Lord, and joy for them. And also, he brings judgment. So he brings what? This seed and a judge. It means a righteous person and a judge. And he also what? Asserting what? His unique power over the pure and over creation and events. So if I show you my role, you have to know what the Lord is saying and why is he. I'm the one telling who I am with understanding. This is myself. My ear is not as difficult as anybody. Release my ears. Take my ear out of the sound system and authority. Move the ear out of the drums. So you are not the one talking to us. We have a supernatural world we live in. Now watch carefully. So once we get this scripture, you cannot tell me that there is somebody else that you know better than the Lord. 4 things he declared himself. Whatever way it is, that they told you the Ra, what it means in this language, Hebrew. So let's get to what the other words. So the main word now. Because when we open to this, we wanted to show. So I'm not communicating from my ear. Release my ear. Release my son. Release my son now. Now it begins here. That the Apocrypha does not pinpoint a single geographical origin for civilization. Why? I asked the question today because I have to ask or consult myself, and then I put it out there as my word. You know what it is all the time, almost every time it will be different. Minus every demonic ear. Mother idol out. Mother wooden out of the uncleanness. So I command you. So my ear is not a wall that I should have myself communicating, and you think there's somebody on my ear. I have nobody who is deaf. My ear is not a phone. Be warned and careful to know what I'm saying. So with respect and due honor and light, the Lord is showing you himself, his true self. That's myself showing different colors we are seeing in Nkoya. And I have myself to be showing every other needful creature in the Lord reserved. So we're communicating what word comes with myself and not your Lord nor your God. It is my word and time. Look at the time. 15:49 and 14 p.m. We are working from this time, and the time 10:10. All of this working right here. So that the Apocrypha actually talking about what? Ancient Mesopotamia, or talking about the Nile Valley. And we can also have a scripture references to such things that I request and ask for, as in 2 Psalms, like the 2nd Psalm, which was Samuel. Chapter 1 verse 18. We also have what? So I'm not a channel. Whatever I have is a living thing. These are some of the things that are making us suffer. Is the enemy on your side. That's making your ear bad or hard. They want to crush your ear. Or there's death around you. That's the dwarf. Move my energy out of the dwarf. Cut the energy out of the dwarf. There are people who are deaf, reverse life. They are the one you don't need. Those who really don't increase you and bring you to earth level to death, like death. That's the dwarf. Anything that brings death to your home is like the dwarf. When the Lord rejected some of them and they have been made little, it means the Lord have reduced some of them to that which they are, and that is death. And my head is not a dwarf, it's not a head, it's not a wood, it's not a metal. You can't be the one talking to my ear. I am not listening to you. I pay no attention to what. Come on. My ear is not a rope. The snake is not talking to my ear. Nobody will listen to my ear. Baba, quickly back when Sylvester. Come on, Sylvester, quickly back when you. Baba, take us back to the living. Baba, take us back to the living. Take my redemption out of the hand of the enemy. Baba, right away. Baba, out of it. Baba, right away. Come out right away. Come out right away. Baba, right away. So that even in the light and darkness, I'm showing you what? That the Lord could not be a healer, right? And then you think he's the one that will destroy my good. That good I have is the same way the Lord live on. So if he's a destroyer, then destroyer in the faith that I am on the side that is right, throwing the bomb to the area of my enemies. That's what it means. But when the Lord is what? Throwing the bomb to my side, then I tell you, my Lord, you have done a disservice to yourself. Take back. I will have to show the Lord my powers. I have to show him the superpower. If I claim I have known my ways, and he must learn his ways. I have known my ways. I'm not Emmanuel. Mother, I'm out. Come on. And I'm communicating. So watch carefully and listen. I'm communicating, right? So before us, what I design is the same that I'm taking you through. So the heaven with myself. I am not anybody called Benjamin, and I'm not any other person. I command you out. Lose your powers, the dominion of heaven and earth. Lose your powers when you don't know what you are doing to a flesh. That's on earth. My bad, I'm not in the realms of the spirit. Today I'm operating in the realms and dimension you don't know. In the realm. I'm not operating in the language that you want to say realms. Look, we have URL. URL. Right there, you have angel called Uriel. You will not know how they got their name. And all these colors are operating right here. Ruling over what? This entire space of field given. I cannot say I'm sitting with my enemy. No, I cannot be with you. A moment of silence. You want to see? So watch carefully what the word says. Now watch the creation. You see that we make what? We make ruling how the Lord mean it to say he made darkness. Watch carefully now. Let me show you what I'm saying. You see on the screen right now, the Bible scripture did say what? He said what? Watch here. In the scripture it says what? The what? So command the mudfish. Murder the mudfish. Murder the mudfish. Murder the mudfish out of the spirit. Come out right now. Release outside of the mudfish. Murder the queen out of the mudfish. Murder the queen out of the mudfish. Come out the mudfish right command it. Release your powers out of you. Murder the power of uncleanness out of this place. Come out of this place. I need to show you powers. So the scripture says what? He formed the light. My ear is not talking because I don't have my ear at the left. Anybody that is on my left, mudfish out of my left side. Murder the word of death. God of the word of death. Water word. Get myself out of that place. So that's a healing I'm providing. And you ask, listen, that's aquarium. You don't have aquarium in water. Aquarium is not marine. It's not marine spirit. It's not marine waters. It's not a marine age. Get out of the marine age out of there. Take my kingdom out of the marine age. Move the silvers out of the marine age. Move out the kingdom out of the marine age. How do you return unto them that which they have also said it is that disrespect in the Lord? Come out of the marine age out of there. Because I have not empowered the somebody to come and destroy myself. So the scripture says what? Before we go to that level, he said he formed the light. What is the presentation for he formed the light? So clearly, he the Lord was showing. Let's see what is light. So let's get to what he meant to say light on the screen. What is light? This. Watch carefully. He formed the light. This is what it means to say. He himself is the one who formed the light. That if you don't see anybody in darkness, it's because there's no light. However, there's somebody in the light who himself is the light. That you need no other person to tell you how to operate with darkness, light, energy, like all the elements. That is what somebody who rule over the day, night, and all of that. Completely. The archangel alone. Have all the dimension and dominion to do this. So when he formed the light, you saw light, right? You saw in the darkness light. That's he formed the light. And then let's until we get to what? Another word. He formed the light, right? And then he said what? He said continuously what? He created darkness. So what is darkness? What is he saying he created darkness? Then let's take the light out. That's darkness. And you are even seeing myself. So that's darkness for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So even if I'm inside and it's darkness, you have to know the difference between darkness and light. That's all that he meant to say. The one who brings to you technology is the one who knows the Lord. in darkness and light. Watch carefully, so that we are watching in the light. Yes, I can show myself. Like if I be the one who was born from the light or created from light, I can be in the hidden where I need nobody else than the light that I have, which is the knowledge, the very path, the intelligence, the wisdom, like the dominion, the SD or the Y, that is what WD. WD simple means when they name it after Western digital or something, it's just simply what dominion, wise dominion. That's what we are saying, the digital. So digital means light. And where light with elements and things creation, that's digital. So he created darkness, so there's no light, nobody in it. That's darkness on the screen. Does that mean there's no life in it? Does that mean I'm not the one talking? When there's everything out completely off, then until light return. When I'm not talking in the audio form, then truly everything is destroyed. But they told you the one dwelling in the darkness is light himself. Light himself. So that if I have nothing created, when I outdoor the emptiness of darkness, it will be emptiness of what you are empty seeing. Mother man fish out of the waters. Mother man fish out of the heavens. Mother man fish out of the flashbowl. Mother shark. Mother man fish out of the shark and clean us out. Mother right way. You cannot make human being like us that which you think. It's not a ruling. I have to destroy that commercial. Come on, the commercial. Mother out of this place. Mother man fish out. That's why you love rotten, ugly things. But that's not what the Lord created. Until the Lord created waters, you have nobody called fish. That's why you are not learned. You are deaf and dead. However, darkness doesn't mean deaf. Only when you see nobody in darkness, then there's nobody what? You need to call life. Now the Lord mean it to say what? Watch carefully. Right from here, we'll go on internet. YouTube, Universal TV. So that let's see what would make itself known there. Let's see. The next stage of the scripture says what? He says what? That he makes what? He makes Prince of Ease. You have to know what they say, Prince of Ease. Not the word peace. There's no word called peace. We are Prince of Ease, which we are trying to say peace. There's nobody called peace. As in reality, what we want to say. The Lord is talking of war and the one what? Who understand the war and bring what? To an end. That's the liberator myself. Aquarian age. Do you want to know Aquarian? Aquarian is the liberator. To bring the nation from its destruction to what? A place that he built. I show you nation and mansion built. Everything that's the same Freemason. But not claim Freemason in a different dimension where they don't understand what I'm doing. Mother fish out of the place. Okay, watch carefully. Then the Lord said what? He creates evil. So let's go on what? Universal TV, which is what? We want to say what? As you see in the darkness, where the Lord said, let's go. And I'll have to refresh it right from this angle. And we'll have to look at what? What the Lord and the Spirit will present to us on what? On the very screen. There you understand the word he created evil and then Prince of Ease or war. So it's refreshing. Let's watch carefully. So let my ear not be a head or root of tree. My head is not a root of evil. So I'm not with what? I'm not living together with any rubbish, nonsense we thrown away. It couldn't be a part of a virgin. That is the Lord who have failed to understand it because I don't have somebody to first know what they are. I am not supposed to be with them. You see that that's myself. 7 generation, same generation we are saying Aquarian. Where we talk about even 7-11. I need us to get to this. Well, that's myself. So that's myself showing. So I don't have to have somebody talk about myself than my name completely with the same. You see that on this channel, you are only supposed to know who I am and what is going on. And I'm the one who's talking about what is going on. Is that not myself? Am I to shape my hair before I look like somebody? Or in the garden, can't you see my light? That's myself and light and the beauty of my design, showing where I have to steer to. Well, you don't probably get it. Let's also get what? This main line. That's myself. I created my channel. It's not for you. And I'm not just even supposed to say about the channel than what the Lord wants us to know. So what the Lord needs us to know, that's what we are also presenting to you, somebody. And everything about my word is supposed to carry my info, my messages to somebody. That on this channel we have 50 videos at least. When it came to radio, before we got into to fix all the other things, and finally we came to nation build. You see that is my channel, and I'm showing you only myself. Lately, just is this, and you see the story building right there. That's what 4S missions MMS TV. What I create, that's what my TV bring to you out there. So my TV, I create my content from spirit and fulfill. And then the sequel and the car, the AI, everything, and the gardens. Even on this selected channel, at least watch carefully. Is that sequel for you? Is that your channel? It is my own channel. You couldn't use any of my channel to go and be making money. Look at the picture or the photo. Look at it. Is that yourself? Is that yourself? Look at it. Are you in Nkoya? This is a temple, Nkoya temple. That's the field I train on. This also is right here at right in Accra here, roundabout. And I will show you some video in video or heaven in heaven. That's myself in the heavens. And you saw that they have elevated or established tree. Look at it. Now you outdoor it. Where you go and see out there, it has been outdoor. That this time we are seeing the carpet as green, like I show you on my channel here. Who show it first? It's in Nkoya right there. Now a part of this we are now developing or making Accra to be a part of Biri. Or the nation I built. Look, the ground level. We form it. And the car that can walk on waters. Do you understand it? And having everything. And the ship and rocket, spaceship. Watch here. Watch in the garden where we have my coconut. Watch here. You got the acacia, you got the pawpaw, you got the coconut, all of that. You understand while we are in the life. At least the same spectacle that I put on, you are seeing it here on my very front view. And watch carefully. And the same spectacle is right here. Watch carefully over here. And the same is showing many things with my own origin and original creation. Watch. That's my word and the gold. Health. And watch carefully. Watch every other thing that I'm showing. That is the AI plus A. Watching carefully how we see it. That's how we were carried into this world. And every other thing that I mentioned is what you are supposed to know. Watch myself every place. Is that your channel? Is that your channel? Have you been to Have you been to shopping mall? Have you been to let's say Junction Mall? Before you get to understand any other thing here, look at what I'm saying. My words. What are we saying? What are you saying the Lord created? Do you think that somebody agreed to what I've created? I did all this thing alone. All this thing alone. Everything on my channel alone. Nobody works on my channel. I'm the only one and only who work on it. Look at myself. The same. And look at what I have to give. Look at it, the source up. And the garden, the field you have not sown. And my passport. At least to know. And the passport, what's right there? Is that a passport? Look at the night. Showing beauty. Showing the light. And you are talking about what and who? What are you saying? So let's get to another dimension for what I'm doing. Let's click here. Before we click what I'm saying, you have to know where I create and what I've created is you through. Watch here the live stream. So whilst I'm on live to the one of the channel is my channel, like I'm on this showing my other channel. They say we are live, and you have never searched, never sought to watch. How can you get live from this? You cannot get it because I made my investment that it should be available. Where are we? Did we not show this channel? We are showing it live on the channel. So media on media and media and media, and you are seeing it on the live, and the Lord is showing many things happening. Let's go to they are saying Putin ready for war. That's the Lord making war. So you have to know it. Watch here, like they are showing this. So that the word, and you see what is happening here. What all that is happening here? Somebody has dropped bomb somewhere. Whatever. I need to just tell you what I'm doing with my channel. Okay, let's get to what. That's where we have had to go right now with the channel. So watch here now. A world presentation. The Lord told you what is going to be happening. So now you understand a part of the conversation. And I'm supposed to do this as every day. Not to be deceived, neither carrying somebody's son who is what, deaf. You cannot bring anybody here. I'm not the one calling anybody. Who I call to be as myself and who understand the word and where they have to be. I've not called any enemy. Because I'm not the one who rapture. I'm not Jesus. Who rapture anybody? I'm not a family of marriage. I'm not a married couple. I've never married for 38 years. Since I continue and the Lord has not done it. So I keep on working. So the Apocrypha does what? It does not pinpoint a single geographical origin for what? Civilization. So we were concerned about civil war or civil right or where it began, the war, the development. All of that is with myself. One self that did it. And who agree with us, they receive and are able to carry out the messages out there. So there's the word civilization. So I'm going to add civilization to the what? The channel, and then we will also make known. So whilst I'm working live, while we are talking about it, I need to add the word civilization on what? This very broadcast channel. So let's add the word civilization. So is the heaven with you? I'm the one in the heaven creating. But I'm not the one talking to any of you. Whatsoever you want to say that the Lord is saying, I'm not the one talking to you. Because you have your own path and your Lord. I am not that to talk to. I'm the one here to tell if you know who I am. Even in your supernatural world. So I have to put it right there on it. So that you look at how I work things. And I need to have it. I was looking for what to place at a space top here. So in the case where we have civilization, we are showing it. So I'm not showing your channel. We are showing my channel, which is what? Well to do. So this is what you're going to see out there afterward. The broadcast. If I had to bring this out there or post it to you, somebody. This is what we're saying. There you have had a knowledge how we create. So you need to save that. So you realize that what time is it? The time right now is this. That's what the time. The time it will bring what? This word have the greatest authority to work something. That is what 1853. So I'm going to add 1853 to it. Hold on, somebody. We got to go out of it. We are not mudfish. We are not the ear in your ear. We are not the path in your ear. We are not the vein in your flesh. We just want to allow it to happen as the word and creation. I'm not the one creating and they say my own creation will capture myself. They have no power to myself than myself will create it. Never did it. So what's the time? We need to put time on it. The time is what? So watch carefully what I'm going to do. I have to add that very time. That number, I descend it. Once I take note, that is what we need. You need it also. Hey, leave it. Stop that thing. So we have what? This time, 1853. And 18 again. You see it? That's what exactly we talk about. So this T, the teacher of this number, that's the many things you want to talk about. So we come out of the travels of crying and death. Lord of the dead, I command myself out of it. You and I, we don't have any sharing. Because I'm not the both death and life. I'm not. Call your names and things you know. I am not elected as well as what you can do. So these were the space and time. elected for what? Such generation, the reason for space. To allow the space. To create in the space. That's why, as many times that I see myself in heaven, that's the number of souls I have created for myself, single self. That's exactly what you should understand that. That's how many times I have created myself, and you have never learned to know. So that we have to save it also. Yes, that's myself creating. You cannot say that this work is given if I have not posted it on the channel of my ministry line, which is Facebook and the others. You will never have it, because I created it not on Facebook and neither YouTube. It is only when I want to stream it live and live to that place. You cannot say you are the teacher. I am myself in myself. You can't be in myself. I have not gone out of the house. I have not gone to any land of the dead of anybody. Where I am, you are saying not called out of this place. Motherfucker out of here. Motherfucker out of here. So we have to do it. So continue the brokers. Let's get it. So we got to go at speed now. So when they say civilization in the modern secular sense, for what? For a complex. You see the word complex. You know what? A communication that is what? Complex. A situation that is higher version than your level. You cannot be a normal person. They say what? The situation here is complex. It's not called normal. Normal is normal. Complex is complex. Sophisticated is sophisticated. Hybrid is hybrid. And mainframe is mainframe. These are the stages and states of a spirit and on a spirit. I'm not the one who is wrong. Any old lady that is trying to take a place, we command you, the water beast. Move out of here. Move out of here. You cannot be my love, like I would have destroyed and killed you. Because I said, be yourself. You can't grow an old age in this place. You teach nobody. I came just many years. However, I've worked more than, just say, 10, 11 years. So 11 years in Accra, I've worked. And the world have come to the level they need to know. The world one, www.com. Worldcommunication.com. So in the modern secular sense, for a complex urban society, instead, apocryphal texts alongside other ancient Jewish and what character of his gathering literature are primarily concerned what? They are concerned what? With the origins. So if you are not one with us, you don't concern with origin. You are not concerned with origin. You are not from the origin to trace to know where you came from. And that's what I said. Pro 400, they did excellently. As West has always been the best, we'll call out. And the best will call out. And Nkonya called it best also from what? From West. As the West called their own self also the master from what? The captain from what? Nkonya. And all the others, they are just supposed to learn. The ones who make way to meet Lord and Lord, and Son, heaven and heaven, archangels, archangels. They are the best sown. The land not sown, they are yet to build it. Yet it is already built, empire. That's what mountains, hills, that's the nature and build the technology that you have. Pyramid. That's where we have it. You want us to go and look at it. And that origin for humanity and human morality. So the origin of humanity go with what? Human morality. And also to talk of what is reserved within a biblical context. And that we have to have the book of Jasher. So the Jasher make mention, what are you saying? We haven't pressed anywhere. Oh, what are you saying? What they're doing on the live, they are also opening something and I need it. So they are opening somewhere I haven't really clicked. They are talking about one of the locations called Eridus. Eridus. That is what? A part in the Bible, they call it a first place. Look at it. So once they take us here, we have to be arms strong. So Armstrong. Let's say Armstrong. They are talking about something that is here. But we will not go this level, this far. I won't go there. We've not been prepared to go there. If not, they will spoil the game. Get back to where we came from. That's it. I don't want to talk about something. Even though I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about the person. So the Apocrypha we are talking about, we are not talking about Bible. We've only mentioned a context in Bible, but not somebody's institute. We are talking about myself and the one who meet with us. All this they may claim, yet I don't know them. But what I claim and know, they have made a move from US to Nkonya and from Nkonya to US. So where there's an east, you have to have the light. That's what they're rising. Like you put a yeast in the flour and that's a white. To cause them giant, and I'm the one who know it. So I know the giant, or let's the one who rise in the word, or the one the word created when I came up in the world. So I'm the one you are looking at as this, yet beyond that level you think. We command our old age. Come out! Mother old age out. Mother grandma old age out. Mother grandma old age out. Mother grandma old age out. We command you lose your powers. Lose the grandma out of your face. Move out of here. They are the one making you dumb and dead. And then they are told of family and son and daughter where I've never birthed anybody. I have never on earth given birth to anybody. I create, but I've never given birth. I have never given birth to anybody of my own kind of flesh. I have always created, I create, but I've never given birth. So that you want to say that you and your husband, you are the one deceiving the world that we've given birth. God, I command, I beseech you. In the Lord, I beseech you. Reduce your powers. Take your old age out of the place. We command you by the sword of the universe, west of south and east. South end. Come the devil out of there. You can never be the one the Lord appointed. I don't know you. Come out of here, I don't know you. Come out of this place, I command you by the hell of your fathers. Come out of this place, I command you. Because I see you having no hair on the head. Yet I'm not watching you, but I know you. That's why we tell who we know. You cannot say, I should give my best for you to like it. And then you go for food and I don't eat. Move out of here. So continue the broadcast. That when I say that word. Now, one apocryphal text, the book for Jasher. This is the same book of, you want to say Joshua. How some of the book are reserved. And you don't find it what is written. Yet it's a reserved special book. Mentioned in 2 Samuel chapter 1 verse 18 and Joshua. All these were reversion and reverse of these people. And then what chapter 10 verse 13. Let's take a look and drive to that place. Let's use this part where it begins with us, what the Lord is trying to say here. So we have what? Let's go straight to what? The reserve in the Bible. We have what? We have 1:18. And the word was what? We have Joshua, and then we have what? We also have the other one. What's the name? Release my flesh out of it. Come out of the part of the beast of the water. Move out of the part of the beast of the water. Configuring right away. Come in the life stream right away. Move my mouth out of the best of uncleanness. Move my mouth out of the best of uncleanness. Come out. Move me back out of the spirit. You are not the one in the house here. Move into the house. Move, you are inside. When the Lord capture you, you have to know it. Watch carefully. So 2 Samuel. So we gotta put it right there. So we insect that word right there, 2 Samuel. So we were simply saying that 2 Samuel. So you can't bring hell death. Release myself. Release myself. Release the vengeance. Release the vengeance. So 2 Samuel. So we don't have it as Samuel. It's Samael. It's Samuel. It's a special name. That go with lighting. It won't be called this name Samuel. No, that's the wrong person. That's a ghost. But there's Samuel out of the Samuel that you're trying to refer to. My body. My body by the water beast. Let's see what they were trying to say about these things. Now, in 2 Samuel chapter 1 verse 8 says what? Record that the VID, the day VID, so day VID, that's called day and VID. And that's what's supposed to say what? That command for the people for Judah to learn. You say it. That's a word you are forbidden. And command of Judah to learn. To learn. What do you learn? To have to earn L. This is why you have to earn L. Look. They commanded to do what? To earn L. which is to learn. And what do you have to learn? The song for the bow. What is a bow or bow? There is a bow or bow. That's an item for fighting. And then the same bow that received. So you have to have, and he said what? And a lament for the fallen king Saul and his son Johanatan. So we will not say Jonathan, I will say Johanatan. Because I know what I'm saying. And I know what I'm watching. And Johanatan. So the name Johanatan. And we have what? Not a word, nothing. It's reading or nothing. Or what are we saying? They are saying nothing. So to say you are trying to note that this is a word of archangel or word for archangel. What you have to note. They were to learn. What were to learn? The song for the bow. And what? A lament for the fallen. And King Saul. And what? And his son Jonah or Johanatan. That's what I told you, Johanatan. You see that father and son, they are telling their father, a person, there's a supernatural thing working against somebody. We will never agree. Look that right now. The falling place of Johanatan and powerful, great Saul. Rise up right away. Because you can say a king that is Saul and the people should fall. Who I told you what I said is the eater of their best place. I command and beseech the Lord of heavens. God of wild beast. So that they said to note. So nothing, it is written or it's written in the book for Jasher. You said that which was written in the book for Jasher is not in your Bible. That a lost ancient Hebrew collection of a poem and songs. Now these words were introduced as da or the day vid. The day vid is what? Famous elegy. And we were talking about this elegy and Elijah. Elijah. It is the word for Elijah, which is the same word like they were saying clergy and elect, all of that. And what? Emphasizing national mourning and honoring Saul and Johanatan. Johanatan. And their bravery, you see, for being brave, they were saying they are fallen. This world, you have no secret knowledge than when the Lord said, learn and earn L. Now, despite Saul's previous pursuit, also for what? Da vid or de vid. What do you think would have been what? The word. It's only one person who you want to focus on this understanding. He's the only one who knows the confusion and the mess and large of whatever in this. Look at what they're going to say. That the command da or the command de vid ordered this lament thought to the people for Judah. What was the song? The song, it's called the song for the bow. It means they release what? An anchor or about like a war item. For what? They were using it as if it was a lamentation or it was as if a lament. It was serious. That lament for the bow. And what? The sword. It's found in the book of what? Jasher, in the book on Jasher. It's not found in the book of the Bible. It's found in the book of what? This is the secret. Or book of the upright, you see. That's where the book for the righteous people, not in the Bible. Not in the Bible, as Enoch book is in the what? Righteousness, saint, holy. And the Bible have only reserved a part that favor it. And you have to know, or you have to know the best. Watch carefully. I'm going to do this. Let me change a posture as I'm not asleep. I'm not going to change. Watch carefully. What is the secret here? You are just supposed to know the secret. There you know where you are to what? Build your home with the Lord. What is the book called? You are saying what? The source is what? From this person right here. And then watch carefully. That in this book, Mother gate and wood out. Mother gate and wood out of here. Mother get and wood out. Devil of you. Mother get and wood out. Come out of the fish. Mother fish and apple out. Mother tilapia out. Mother fish and tilapia out of it. Mother fish and mud fish out. Mother tilapia and fish and mud fish out. Come out of the waters. Mother out of the waters right away. Mother madness and the uncleanness up. Where you learn, so it is. So to earn what? So was it commanded that they should learn? Was it commanded they should earn? Here is the wealth that the Lord directs what you should earn. There are secrets you need to find out so that you know what has been placed against you and for you. There you have the wealth. That is it. Now watch here. That you have either the book of what? Or the book for Jasher or book for the upright. Did they say the book of the dead? Did they say the book of what? Opposite the kingdom. They say book for upright. There you also have it in second what? In second Samuel, like we are saying it. Even 19 or second Samuel chapter 1 verse 19 you say it. And then 27. Look at it. So we won't talk about any dead person on this earth. I will only leave it to that place because one scripture we need. And then the other scripture is what? The other one, what is it? What is it about? We have that one, what? Joshua 10:13. Let's look at two different generations. So Joshua 10:13. So Joshua 10:13. Watch carefully. What are you going to say? Now he said what? Joshua 10:13 is what? Is a famous Bibla or Bible or the Bibles or the Bibles verse describing a miracle where the sun and moon stood still. You say that's myself. And we are working this out the best all the time. And what they are telling where they stand what in one place. When they stand without movement. What the moon? That's why this time you see where the sun is, that's where the moon, and the moon we don't say moon, the white stone. They are both stars. You see them walking and marching themselves this time. That they are following each other, not a human being following us. We are not calling forward death. Mother fish out of this way. Mother fish out to the dead. What carefully? That's a miracle you have never witnessed. It's before us. That's why I've been throwing challenge. That if you are the holy, the virgin, the appointed, why is the moon not with you? Why is the sun not with you? Why is the stars not bright in you? They are all with one person, where I am. And the people, this country is not the reason. I am the reason why the Lord is with them. But they don't know the Lord because I'm the one they have sinned against. So when I raise my weapon, it has to go against them. Because they don't have anywhere to stand close or next to myself. I don't have a family with any of them. I have never married from any of their homes. I don't need their offering. So what carefully? So that the miracle you're witnessing is this. Even what? The design. Look. It will show. Look. Like this. Watch carefully. Just look at the miracle. Watch the miracle. Watch the miracle. Just watch the miracle. Is that a miracle? The element. Look. For Allah's sake. To use any of this. And this. And this. Look at the colors. Look at the miracle indeed. With the creation. Even look at today how we use this one, the color here. The color here and then this color. Watch out carefully the doing of the Lord. So my enemy cannot be talking to myself as I'm not called Ifa. Mother Ifa. Mother Ifa. Mother Ifa flesh. Come on, I command you, I beseech you. Mother Ifa. Let's watch. So you are seeing what? My light. You want to see what I'm saying? You don't have to see myself. Even though I'm not in darkness, I'm not the Lord of death, I'm not earth. Come out here. Come back to the flesh of my enemies. Come out here. We are not catered. Get out here. Whatever we want to say, soil head. Come out here. Move the mortar head. Come out here now. Release your powers and uncleanness. Move out there. Break and loose. Lose your powers. Move the fish out of this place. So watch carefully. So we've seen the element even used. Time. And many miracles. We are talking also about the UR. It is a part of the conversation. We haven't gotten there yet. So where we are, we need to speed up a little. Where the miracle is understanding that comes to the level before you know what I'm saying. So we are in the live studios, live in the heaven where we created. And if you are a creator, you create yourself. So I'm a virgin who excellently created myself, carried by the kingdom and the archangel wings. We made it. Carry the enemy out of the flesh. But they are out of it. They say you finish. That's the meaning of avo. Come out of here now, right now. My enemy finished. My enemy avo. What? Come out. But that doesn't mean the way they say it in their language. It means that their language, what they are saying to finish. That they are the one who say it is finished or you are to finish. I'm not the one teaching them. When I'm teaching myself, because it's a news to discover what I'm saying. That's the wealth. So when discover is sacred, which is the truth, that comes with the truth, that's a wealth. That's a wealth. No wonder some in the country is talking about the number 12 and whatever trillion, whatever they're talking about. I won't say it. That's why we say what is on the display, that I can mention. But I'm the one creating it. So get to this place quickly. So watch again. As we are in daytime, we experience day and night on my channel. So they are talking about what? The miracle. What happened? They said the miracle. You see that very day what has happened? That so the sun stood what? In one position or in position without movement. And the white stone also stopped in that angle until the nation took what? Vengeance upon their enemies. You see what is happening? So that is a sign and wonder that you have to follow scripture based on the scripture before you have made it. If they say what? They are to take what? Vengeance upon their enemies. That is where the Lord said you have done excellently. And I'm the one who realized all this in 2 times. And many times. What happened? Again, watch carefully. Where you are seeing what? Another duration. Look, it's even talking of time. Look, duration. What? What a miracle. What? Time. Look, like 10:10. I was even saying it. Time. We are using the clock and time. You want to see it here? Maybe let's go watch here. There's signs. We are saying signs. And myself with the same thing saying it right here. Look at the world and its beauty. So let's talk about the duration. What was the duration? It will even surprise you, the symbolic number. They say what happened? The sun didn't set for what? Roughly a complete 24 hours. Giving the what? The Isis, the Ra, and the El elite. The Isis, Ra, elite. So that's what Isis, Ra, elite. Extended daylight. You say, so what is the light? Showing multiple light. Look, like we have daylight like this. In the background, you see the background. That's a miracle. Uncle Ra, call the devil out there. Uncle Ra, call the devil out there. Right away. Watch the live. And you know every element here. Look, like the stars aligned on this angle. Look at what the world is showing. They would have been consumed for 24 hours. What happened? So the time measure is what? 24 hours. Time measure for this is 24 good hours. 24 hours, day and night was day. Day was day for 12 hours. Day was day for even night, which is day in the evening. Also what? 12 hours, 12 hours. So they didn't experience day and night. They experienced only day. Let it be. Cut the enemy out by the authority of the number 24 hours. Move my enemy out by the authority of 24 hours. That's a service we're showing you. Now watch again what is happening. So purposely, you see that they experience a duration of what? Day and night. In the same time, hour without night. And their purpose was what? Now you want to watch the purpose. The purpose was to what? To allow the Isis Ra El, their group, the elite of their kind of people, to what? To completely destroy the invading Amorite armies. So they were also what? Armies But they were what? Describe Amorite armies. Who were what? Fleeing. Source reference that it mentioned this event as it is written or as written in the book for Jasher. But you don't have it as well in a book that is what? Your Bible. You can talk about it, but you don't know it. Where they reserve it excellently, you have to have it over there. And they call it for what? They call it what? The book for the upright. A lost ancient text. You see it? You have never known this. You have never known this. And significance was what? That it highlights the 6, which is what? 6 was 2 plus 4. 24 is 2 plus 4. 24 is simply 2 plus 4, which is 6. That is the same angle of 6, represents 6D. So that it will what? Perform the 6D will. And that the 6D control over what? Nat-uri, which is what? The natural or the natural. And the authority and the dominion and manifesting myself and not somebody manifest. And what? And his what? Intervention to what? Support his what? People conquer their foe. So you see that the Lord is the one acting and destroying somebody. That is the action. When you fail to do this, it will be against you. We finish with it. The two scriptures completely are something you cannot stand. So let's go for the word as continuous. We have now gotten what? Only to this place. That long time, only to this place. Now watch carefully. There you describe what? So I'm a young man, 37, 38. Not somebody age, 37, 38. More than 37, 38. Because I'm in my own element and not your element. I see somebody with a map big. Mother, it's your turn out. Watch here, that it continues. So we got into this place. Now describes the early movement for the people after the flood. After the flood. So you see what is happening after the flood, what? Suggesting that early human activity had been what? Activity and what? Settlement. In the family for Cain. The call of what? Somebody. So the family CIA or CAI is the what? On the container searchlight. And CAI, which is the same CIA. That is on the container with a searchlight. Look, this is what the white people are wise to say. They write the things, you see it, you don't know it. Because there's nobody to teach. And you are continuing to fool with what? Somebody's suffering. This is what? The CAI. Right before us in our generation, you don't know it. This is right there. They have the word like this. On the container that they import. This word, CAI. You are seeing the Lord himself and you don't know him. So that the call of what? Or the call on. That includes the family of what? Or the family for CAI in or CA or Cain. Cain. Or you want to say Cain. Or Cain. So the name is Cain. The name is what? Cain. Or Nias. Cain or Nias. When I speak this language is in another person's language, they will show the meaning. Nias or Cain. So let's go to what? Let's ask Google, what is Nias or Cain? There you know the original truth. Go there. Let's use the audio. That's why they told you they will lock up there somebody, but when there's truth, he's the only one to know it. So, what is Nias? What is Nias? Right there, watch. That's what. Look, we have NIA. You said you are getting it right first. Nias is what? They say what? Even to call it here. They say what? NIA means what? Most commonly referred to what? They want to say this. But the main thing is what? Nias. They are giving identification and national or nation. Where they told you what? The Joshua did what? They have to what? Call for war against somebody. That's why authority. You say it. That's the Nias. Where you didn't know what it means, that's the word Nias, Cain, and its people. You don't know it. To prove something, we got it. And what is also another word? Let's use the word. What is, so we're going to look at what is what? What is sign? Sign. You say even as this science. Name sign, science. Then and all of that. I won't take it too much like I won't do that. Then let's go to which language is sign. Which language is sign? Which language is sign? Which language is sign? Sign. So I have to help them do this. So let me code it. This one like this. So you see they have to tell those ones. But let's take to the level like this. This one. You say that they got it. Let's say Cain or Cain. You say I told you the meaning. How it is pronounced. You say it. I call it Cain or Sain. Or you call it, you say it. That's exactly what it is. Originate from Hebrew means what? Mean acquired place or possession. From the Hebrew verb kana. So that's the word. And to what? To buy or acquire. And it happened in Nkonya. The return, profound the slave trade return. King Owa, they came and did it. It happened before myself live. When they were talking of a house and where they had to buy. Look at our word. And they said, oh, I have acquired a man with what? The help of the Lord, you say it. Like they came and then they were talking of a house they want to buy in Nkonya there. So that's why I have to mention them. And what? The word Cain. In the Latin English word is what? Like Cain. That's a Greek word also for what? What a word. It is a beauty beyond the level. How do you mean I want to be the poor person? No, I'm the one to eat the fruit of every good. Every virgin, I'm the one to have them for the word of truth. To have the word origin. Origin, for the word origin. I made it. We are getting it. To even see it, I call the name and then they say Cain or Sain. I was even telling you. And look at it. So if I had to put this word also on it. Oh, don't worry. I don't have to make it too much. So, which country sound the word like already we have it. I don't have to go too much of it. No, we have to have it here, just right there. We have finished it. This word, the Eridu. Eridu, they were, look, here, where we said, when the system itself even tried to, the archaeology, you say, all of that. So let's get it. So we've gotten where? We've gotten here. That what? So that's the original for myself, living here. Watch carefully. So we can be myself. Be my white man myself. I can be the devil of uncleanness. Come and release my foot. Get a chain of uncleanness. Come out, I tell you, Cain. Do we have the name Kenya in Africa? Kenya. All of that. But it doesn't mean that they have made it. But I'm the one making where we have to call where in Kenya really migrated from. And it's been like that. Where the Lord channeled, that's where we've always been. We are originally, that's what it remains. Originally it remains. That's the truth. They are saying that's the origin. So you can't say the truth, but say origin. So we've gotten what? Where? Here. Over here. Where he occurred what? Let's say where it happened. So that the family of, or the family for Cain or Cain or Sain or CIA or CAI occurred in Africa along the Nile. Where is Nkonya? The Volta River. That's where it is. All these things we are telling you where the Lord created it. That's why it's with us completely right there. and later spread to Mesopotamia. Now, key point regarding the origin and for the civilization from what? A scene or to perceive it. That includes Apocrypha. What? Point one, they make what? Eridu as the first city. We have also the Tower of Babel. You see Donald Trump. Hi, Trump. Hi, I greet you. I need to come up the live way. I need to come and show you. Your tower, I know it. I see it. I told you already. Don't mind anybody. Tell them we won the game already. No matter what they do. Let them up. Look, we will call ourselves the great ones. So I know the one in the West. And there are many great people in the West. Yet they have to only know before they rise up. Watch carefully. There are 3 points or key points where we need to note under this word. So 3 key points under the section right there. Watch. So there's what? Eridu as the first cities. That watch carefully what the Apocrypha reserved in Book of Jasher. That it says what? Consistent with what the canonical books as you have in the Genesis. Describe Cain as building the first city. I built all the places in the world. I'm not a fool of somebody's nonsense. That's why I show my work. You didn't know what I did. The spirit for building is that I built also myself. And then we got what the archaeological evidence identifying or identifies what? Identify what? That these with what the ancient Sumerian. Did I not tell you I'm a Sumerian? Like I'm a Samaritan who has always been. Not that I came from any god and they are nonsense gods and the nonsense failure. Why we are the ancient Sumerian or the Sumerian city and for Eridu in what is southern Mesopotamia. All they say we are saying is just one place that they've spread in the world. And why? That is what modern day Iraq. Look at it. That's why we are bombing them for rubbish and nonsense that people are doing. As they are also bombing somebody for rubbish and nonsense. Yes, when it's right with you, they're allowed to show it. You get it right. You see why? Yes, you got to rise or against the one who teach you. You know, that is to say, you got to have somebody you taught rise against you in war. No, that will pull you down. You are the one we have to show where you came from. Your portion is not to destroy the righteous. And watch again, so that I'm not an old man, as my mouth is not a bulldog. Mother bulldog! Mother bulldog! They are the one trying to make them. Come out of the channel! Mother bulldog, out of the channel! So there's nobody dead in this place. We can't also broadcast them. Not the sickness infection. Mother there! Mother there, Tatras! Mother Tatras! Detroit! Come out of trouble, Detroit! Mother out! Detroit! Come out of troubles! I command you. Lord of earth, Lord of wind, Lord of shadow, Lord of earth, Lord of either. Come out of Detroit out of troubles. Detroit, come out of troubles. I enter the realm that today nobody knows. I'm the one talking. Show the levels. So watch carefully that you need to really understand and focus right here what I'm doing. Some of you have made the things dead and statue and idols you worship, which have nothing in the function role of a movement. You get it? That, watch carefully, that the Sumerian King List what? The Sumerian King List what also states, what I said, United States. And that after what? After the kingship descended from heaven. You see, the kingdom came from heaven. That's why the Yeshua prayed that let your kingdom and from heaven and descend, or let your kingdom that is in heaven, let it also be on earth. So the cities that the sin built now is Yeshua. His prayer is the kingdom that descend, and any country that support the kingdom, that's the one he mentioned. That's the witness, the archangel city. That is all. The kingship was in Eridu. Wow. So you see the kingship. That's why I could be born in kingdom. I have never been born in any prostitute in the world. As I prospered righteousness, and you are prospering what? Wrong. They are both prospering, but you are doing it wrong way. Even that's a healing for myself. You are doing it wrong way, wrong way. Then second point, the tower for Babel. The Bab and El. Now what's going on there? So you saw what I print on my channel. This symbol, they said we cannot do without it. Oh. We have to draw. We have to create. Oh. Let's find out. We can do that. Don't worry. So get to this page and you said there's something I need to show here. Maybe we just have to put it there. All the time, almost every time, I need to just show it. These are the world we're talking about. World indeed champions. I'm sitting down, and I'm not the one sitting down. I'm not a malam. Opposite malam. Move by the city of Babel. Release yourself out of this place. Come out of the things that you have invoked. I have soul troubles. Come on. So you see how very interesting it is where the Lord creates. Watch carefully. So a moment as we take creation, we build. Because they mention what? They mention Tower and Babel. So I'm showing you the world you have never witnessed in your life. Heaven descended, you are saying you punish. Who? You are dead. You don't know who I am. That's why you are doing it. The Lord himself knows who I am. That's why we are showing level. That he trained you. Show the word how he trained you. Show how he trained the vessel. And you don't know you eat, I don't eat. I would have somebody giving us food to eat, like frying for myself to eat. What a world. A world in the greatest angle. So we're going to use what color this time around due to the nature of things. I'm going to show this one. This one, yes. And that's also right here. We've always had this one, maybe showing this side for real. I have to show that word. So we have to show the word. The word in this very large. The crew for the living. Yes, we got it to the level. And this is with, well, we have to show not this color, but this one. And then this one. That's the color we're going to show with this too. When we get to like the point 2, we have to create right now because they mentioned creation. So that's where we have not given our word for anyone to go and preach. You can't preach our word. It is work. Go and work. If you claim you have been given the superpower, go and heal. There are people out there on the street, they need healing. They get it. They have a habit. And more than God have been built by you. Oh yes, we got it. Regardless of the rule. So world like this, champions, right there. So to the point, I show you that I have to just do it. Yes. So everything have been in place and reserved for space, only whom it fit. So Eridu's in this, like already. So finally, that just watch carefully what the Lord is doing. So we are updating. Yeah, that's what we call for update. So we are updating the system for the stream as we did it right away. So we have added what added. So if you don't know who created wealth, and then you think you just do anything, what I'm doing are symbolic and spiritual for creation. That's why even this name, you saw how I wrote it, so that you have to know what I'm saying. If you don't know what it is, when after maybe creating or somebody trying to make known what we have to learn, you are saying you are the higher of my work. You can't be the higher of my work. Go and create yours. So we're talking about the kingship. You have to understand the rule and the Lord who returned from kingdoms. Look at it. When they highlighted here, you didn't see it. Talking about kingdom completely. So what happens now? The Tower of Babel is going to say what? That the Tower of Babel is going to talk about what? Days, period. Now, the story for the Tower of Babel are located in the island or in the land. Yes, let me show that. Yeah, they have been saying that. Let me see the design. Yeah, already all that you are seeing here have so many things. And here, there are so many things we are telling. And yes, let's see this side. But I didn't want to show this. I will post it on the channel. So I have to post it on the channel. So it's right there. And you are seeing it like you are trying it. Like waters, like green compounds, like the heavens. All these are ready for many reasons you don't even know what I'm saying. The heavens kingdom showing. Yes. Oh, we have a lot to do because if I need to go that way. We were talking about even this, the UR and all that. Why they show it? So we were on there. I look at even what I wrote there, right there. The KBBK, DJ, JD, and KC Temple. You say it? The city for the Lord in there. So we got it, and they say that what happened? That is located. So the tower for Babel, the story for the Babel tower for Babel, he said was located in the land Shinar. You say it. You say it. They are saying what? China, China or China or China. The same thing in China. They are saying. It means the Lord can create many places, many places. Look at it. This word is for the same China. China. That's why they say our name shining. China. Then the she. All of that. Why? That is all like summer. You say it. You say it. So it says is also a central narrating in the book for what? Even Genesis as it is was what? In the first detail in what? In the third apocalypse. You say third apocalypse. So third apocalypse we have to go there. And for branch or for Baruch. For Baruch. Another apocryphal text. This narration also explains what the fragmentation and for human language. You say how connection, my word and collection, and the distress whatever. And the dispersal or the dispersal for people across the world, effective suggesting and that the region actually saw a crucial early what? Center, you see, the language even with the design. Saw a crucial center for population and organization. Even if in defiance or the deviance or the variance of what? Or the deviance for the GOD. Now let's look at what we're saying. Center part, like center the clock, center this word, center you are saying it, or center you are getting it here. Here, watch carefully, beauty. What a world! You've never seen that. What a world! Sunday, there you see Sunday, the shining world. What are you saying that you don't know the Lord is saying and you couple of times you want to say the Lord did it? I'm not a wood, I'm not hard. My head is not hard. Come out, my head is not hard. Lose the heart of the uncleanness. Mother, Mother, get out of here. Oh, yes. Come on, get out. Mother, I'm not the one you're talking from. I'm not talking from you. You're not the life, you're not the thought authority. Mother, fish of the waters. And we got it. Now, focus is on the third part, which is morality. So, morality, so they are simply going to talk about this part, very crucial. I say, what? Obey, obey, and what here? Abas. And he said, then you are beginning to speak languages. So, what are we saying? Watch carefully. Now, he says what? He says, my language says what? The language that is deaf is not my language. So I command a break away from that, and I command any powers in that angle. Move any unclean frequency out. Move any unclean occultic out. Because I'm beginning to arrange it well. Move the fishes out of the fish. Yeah, we got it. So it says on the part that is third, says what? Let's say the I that I told you on the right side, you want to say this. Focus on morality. That is the only way. Morality. You're going to know what is morality. Let's go for definition for morality. we talk about this day generation talking about moral lesson. The millennium we talk about morality, and unto this generation, what a world! So that when we talk about the word trans, you saw it originally. Trans. Let's take that before I talk about it. The word trans originated Latin prefix trans, meaning across, meaning beyond past a certain level in or the waters took you what a different level you didn't know, or on the other side. You all check careful word. What a word! To set goods or across or transform, transparent, transmit. That is the media, the book itself. And we get it. So I won't use that. No, I really don't need. I'm the one. Let's say this is a code. The thing is available, but you don't know. They say unless the one is the teacher or the spirit of it, unless they return, you cannot know it. Even though the one who made the finding, they are also looking to somebody confirming it. So what is we are talking about morality. So we have to look at what is morality. What is morality? What is morality? So if you try to say your morality, your church life, then your misbehavior, how don't you misbehavior you are getting healing. Now what? So morality is the system for system principles. So I need to add this word. So system principles have that distinguish between right and wrong, which is what to talk of the good or the world accepted and misbehavior, which is what you want to say describing it as your dad is. So what carefully? So that's morality. So when you say moral, what is moral? In reality, what it means to say. But when you say morality, this contains these two or more. That guiding individual. So the word morality or moral is to guide you from right and from wrong, to have the moral accepted way of life. You do this in school and you came out on street and you fail. Because at the end of the day, you are going to tell your father or mother that you want to say you are marrying. That's a misbehavior. Even to go and tell them you want to marry, that's a misbehavior the Lord has not given. So guiding individuals and societies to live cooperatively, acts what defining what acceptable conduct or acceptable what conductor. It means from the light is to light. Conductors, and that's light to light, not light to death or darkness something else. No, that is what life. Don't talk about death issue. Don't talk about those things. Where we have what often rooted what in cultural, which was a cultural norms and religious belief and religious life. That's what we say belief. The word religious life is what we say religious belief. So belief simply means life, religious life. It means life or way to live. Or you want to say philosophical idea and about virtue, how to stand erect or pose yourself or carry yourself in yourself or carry your conduction or instruction, and that which erect you up. And there what? And there you have justice, just eyes. Helping what? Helping people that who are people, the POs, decide how to act and treat others. That your manager or your CEO, how to treat you as they employ you. That if you qualify, they have a way to also carry you. While sometimes used what interchangeably with ethics or ethics, that morality often what refer to what practical application for what these principles in daily life. You see, at the beginning to talk about life, that reflecting what a society's or person's shared values. You got it. Now, what is moral? Use it. You see where it is. What is moral? Let's say origin of the word moral. Origin. So origin for the word moral. So they say what? The word moral originates from the Latin words mores, meaning customs, habits, or manners. Now, which saw itself use X what? C0 or C0 or C0 or C0. Now, to what? To translate the Greek ethicals or ethics, also meaning character or customs, where you have the custom on your road searching and seeing if you have what it takes to cross the barriers. And it enters English via Old French and refers to principles for right and wrong conduct, derived from these societal habits and character traits. X trait. So that's what S trait, which also go for X-ray. Now watch carefully that we don't have to talk anything anymore about it because already we got it. So we got it. And in the lesson or in the Bible curriculum, they were given to learn and having moral lessons. Many things. And you want to tell me that you are the one teaching and they're getting you paid? That is, I think you are off. You are off. And the one paying you is not learned. So that's it. And until they find out, you got to keep on eating. Well, we got it, and that we have to have it here. So I'm not any president teaching you anything. They are the one lying to you. They are the one lying to you because they can't do whatever I can do. Nothing they can do. So this word, this name is Cain at the same Cain. So you couldn't rot our flesh to the disrespect of yourself. Where you are what? You are defiling yourself. You are saying it is a virgin you are enjoying. The Lord will deal with you. Now they have it authority. Look at this word well carefully. Even to talk of firstborn, I don't have to. Yeah, that's it. I wouldn't like to talk about it. So let's do that also right there. We've handled this one, so we have to get going. So the text really tells that that the Apocrypha in general. So we are talking about focus on morality, and then not geography. So they say you should focus on morality and not geography. Some of you want to read geography as a text and book. Yeah, they are talking about a physical place. You want to say you want to become a manager of this and that, a presenter, yet you don't know what it means. What did they say you should do? They say focus on morality. So I am in the art that is life in the Lord. Focus on virgin, morality, and the chaste life is this. So focus on morality. Sometimes they are also telling you that no matter where you are living or where you have been given, focus on the Lord, which is the law. And they didn't say the area really is the reason you couldn't make it. Somebody also live in the same place they made it. That's what it means here. Now that the Apocrypha is in general offers esoteric or detailed knowledge on spiritual matters, which you don't understand, you don't know it, and you think it's books of story or belief. No, you want to know what they are saying in reality. All that we mentioning is a reality that you need to discover. That the Apocrypha in general offers esoteric or a detailed knowledge on spiritual matters, such as how Jews should preserve their culture or culture and faith within a Hellenistic period. You see what is Hellenistic world? So that's a Hellenistic world, and that will go on Hellenistic period, and you know what they have to talk about. The state of life or the life of Jew in Hellenistic era, who they were. That's the state of the art. So it does not provide a historical or archaeological treatise on the technical emergence for what? For civilization. That explain best, that define actual social stratification. So social stratification writing system. Look at what they were doing. Social stratification writing system and monumental architecture. All this I'm doing alone. Which is what? Which is why modern scholar rely on what? Archaeology. So modern scholar rely on what? Archaeology. What? Modern scholars rely on archaeology to study these phenomena. So in essence, while modern archaeology point toward Mesopotamia and Egyptian whatever as the earliest cradle or cradles, we got 9 cradles that they talk about. We'll mention it. That cradles, even when you want to say candle, or the 9 cradles, or the 9 delay, for based on material evidence. If you don't find a material thing, you are not getting the truth. Because the spirit will make sure you get a practical thing. Where it says what? The Apocrypha and related Biblia or Bibles or biblical or Bibles literature frame these same regions as the setting for humanity's earlier or earliest foundational stories regarding social organization on their morality. You couldn't do any of these things if you are not one of these. You better don't do that. Why do you think the Lord should leave you to sin and you are saying He's the one who gave you? Hey. So the Lord cannot wed with you once you are not the Lord's own. Because you fake it and you're talking about He, the Lord, being with you. How? Are you not afraid? So when I'm doing whatever I have to tell, it is my word and how I frame what? Understanding. That word with the Lord. You can say this. Look at it closely well. Look, watch carefully. First city. That's a city that the Lord may dwell in. So we're going to look at what? You know, I even mentioned, they show me something somewhere in the first search. So we're going to look at what? The you are. You know, there are many things I have to find. Look. Or I will leave it later. No, don't worry. We can, like a state, look, a nation like this. Look at the building. These are the buildings we are talking of. The kind of heaven. That's what the cloud is showing the heavens. Cloud showing the heaven that you should build on earth. The towers originally, what the heavens show, cloudy. That's what you have to show here on earth. So that you are seeing the architectural, we tell you the natural places. Okay, here. What is cradle? Or cradle for civilization says what? Scholars generally acknowledge 6 cradles for civilization Mesopotamia. Okay, we're going to say those places that are trying to mention it. So, they say scholars generally acknowledge what? 6 cradles or cradles for Mesopotamia, ancient Egypt, ancient India, ancient what? China. They are having many things. Many things, but I have to look at it also right there. So they are talking about 6 cradles, which is what? Mesopotamia, ancient Egypt, ancient India, and ancient China are believed to be in the earliest state of something. So it continues to go on like that. So if I am not the one who did this, what do you mean? What are we to talk about? What has the Lord shown? There are a lot of things that I will break up also that even they are talking about in Afroresia, where you say Afroresia. So it is called Afroresia. Where you want to say Afro-Eurasia, Afro-Eurasia. And that's also what while Caral Civilization for coastal Peru and the what Olmec civilization for Mexico or Mexico are what believed to be what the areas in the Americas. All of that, all of this. So in Africa, you are seeing the Afro. Yeah, Afro. You're gonna say Afro. That's why they also have Aphrodisia, and you have also what the other name for it right here. So welcome, welcome. Where I only welcome my people, not for anybody that claim, as the word and the spirit will tell. Look, today even we are trying to look at numbers, like the 6-9. Look at the things they were showing here also. The mini-series or the mini-series. Many things. Yeah, really? You think they did this today? Wikipedia. We have to do it right now and then they have to tell things working. You have never been sent. We have one word more to talk about. There was Babylon, like Babylon and Uriah or Ur. Where in the Bible is called Babylon and Uriah? Look, let's go for it quickly. So we have this. Where is what? But we've done this. Yeah, we've done with it. Oh, we've gotten too far. Let's see that. Yeah, we finished this to the level here. So let's get to this side and where is, I know this thing, but where is refer to as what? To as you are and Babylon. So I normally call it Babylon. So that you want to say Elon. Elon, this Elon. That's Elon. The Bab Elon. So Elon, you are getting the name here Elon. Because that's what it is. So that's why you got the name Elon getting here, but just represented by, or you want to say any other thing. So that's Elon right there. Let's see what is right there. Alright. Reserve right there. So Ur and Babylon were major ancient cities in Mesopotamia, located in modern-day Iraq. So that, and where we ought to say what? But everything is in one place before dispersed. One place is where I have been born. That's where originally everything is. Before dispersed in the world, that's the world in the center, or where the world creation is. And then all the other ones who claim. That's why the Bible says when they scatter abroad. When they are not one with us, they scatter abroad. I'll show you the scripture that makes that point. So they say what? That you are and Babylon or Babylon is what? Were major ancient cities in Mesopotamia. And Mesopotamia is in Africa here. Look, you don't know it. All that we are saying. It's just around a certain location where they mention the Nile or River Nile or the Nile, whatever. What does it mean? It's just close to the place that we are saying. And they say what? Located in modern day Iraq. You see why they've said it? Because Iraq is just around Africa here. You don't know it, right? With what? With Ur or with or Uriel being what? A significant what? Sumerian city. Let's go and watch where they say Sumerian. And Sumerian city state in the south, near modern Tel, you see, modern Tel El Mugayr. Famous for what? Eat what? Zikarat or cigarette. So this is where they got the word for cigarette. You see, they spoil all the things to what? Things that defile human being. So this is the word they got for what? Cigarette. So cigarette or cigarette that they defile for smoking. And what? And connection. So that's why there's Charles Finn and the Charles, all of their names. You have to know where the Lord defiles somebody because the word in the hand of a wrong person. Sunday and Saturday and Tuesday, they are showing their commitment that the Lord, your Lord, will raise them. May my Lord and my Lord and my word heal myself and raise us out of the world of death and torment. Yes, you don't know why the names. And you see the trump and all of that. You don't know what we're saying? That is it. So that you look at what they're going to mention what? somebody in Abira. And they're going to mention Abira. I won't go that far. They say in connection to him. But this world is never connected to anybody because it's a new world. If we have a mention, you won't come here until your Lord show where he is. Do you understand it? While Babylon saw a powerful capital city further northern on the Euphrates, central to empires like Nkonya Temple, like the old and new Babylonian period. Both were crucial cultural, political, and economic center in the fertile. So Nkonya going or living Accra for a fertile land in the Nkonya is the reason. Christians that is having it between the Tigris, that is the Tigris, and they say tigers. The Tigris, that is the Tigris, and the Euphrates rivers, as is in Nkonya, we have the canal and the rivers. It won't be in your community. Why you don't have the mountains, the lane, the valleys, the fall, the spring, the waterfalls? You don't have it. We have it in Nkonya. And that is where the original thing is. And with what? Babylon, I would say Babylon, often dominating the region as Elam is what? In the race with technology onto what? Exploring different planets. And what? That what? Dominating the region that Uriel, or the what? The UR. That's myself, the universe. So the universe, that's it. And we have to see it in part of what we're saying. And we got it right there. So when we're talking of empire, and all those things, you have to know that. Many other things I won't mention here. Look at the hanging gardens. That is in Nkonya. All these things. And most of the communities, and one of the 7 wonders, that's myself. And the code of Harmon or Hammurabi, that is what they say, humanoid and those things. And what I don't want to talk about it in a more, like already, just talking about it. We are hidden on the grounds. It's a garden that is hiding somewhere, and hiding also. Watch carefully. And who went on top of it? It's myself. And watch here also, and location, they are talking of many places, but don't worry. I will tell you. I don't know for you, as irrigation is not in your community or in your gardens. Look at the Akkadians. Where is it? Look at the Sumerian rule. Look at the later conquered by the what? Akkadians and the Babylonians. Look at this word. Look at all of that. When you say the American and the Sumerian, when you change this word, you are seeing the Americans and all of that. City-state, known for what the great cigarette and of what Uriel and royal or royal tombs. We have all this in Nkonya. And what? And as the belief birthplace for the patriots. All these things to be created with one person before all the other ones who came. And they are talking of what carefully that is southern Mesopotamia near the present day, as they said, Dika. You see that they had Dika. And then you are calling it Dika in your language to be what? A person like rope. All this thing is corruption. Come out by the authority of Dika. Come out. So it's not a kind of what? It's not a language for airway. It's a kind of language you don't understand. Because once you don't see, you don't know how you should call it. And they say what? And then it is said what? Govern Norwich. In what? Even in Iraq and about what? 140 miles southeast. Even for Babylon. So while we declare that place to have been discovered as our own thing, we have to go and remove all the Muslim nonsense thing. Why? You have to know the Lord pointed to what? It is the devil, the Lord, and their people who came and conquered the world. With their word and language and spoil all the things to their language. They show you level. And I've also come to show them the level. You say that, right? Look at the estate built. Look at the nation built. So we got to enter this part. Oh, we done so well. And let the Lord come to this level and have my word in him, with him. We've made it so much. I want to say thanks. Thanks to the times, the archangels, myself, look at myself. How many self do you see that you want to say look alike? Look, you don't look like me anyway. My face that is clear view. Hey, show the 100 view. Bring 100. 1. It is not for you. This is 1 on the level to see what the vision created clearly like that. Look at my spirit beauty, and you say what? Are you the shiny one? Are you seeing any black man? You don't see a black man. You are seeing the person that is shining. And look at the part here. Look at it. This side. Do you see it? And don't you see what exactly I told you? And my names will show you. And that is the world. Look at the world. The world is in the most like a float. You don't see that? You don't see it like the what? Look. This is showing every dimension here. Look at the path. Look at this side. Look at what we are showing. Even in the design, we come up with what is beauty. That from this side, here the path to turn to this, to this, to this. Every angle. And only a small part and virgin ruling here. Look at it. And look at in the western part. So the southwest. Look at this. Reserve. And the water is here. And then the south north. You see what? Heavens are on that side. And then close to this side, virgins reserve. And look at that. And look at the small portion, which is also here. Which we are thinking people. Small portion also, I say this place because underworld, small angle. Look at all of that. And look at this side, east, having what? Heaven again. In the east north part. And then the south, that the east south is completely waters. Mainly waters till it's getting end here. Yet I've never gone to the level in any plane to watch and see how the world looks. I'm the one who told you nobody's name like this name. Look at it. What we did, like we just did the same and they're showing it. What do you find out the Lord is doing it? So they told you as I created live right now, you have to see it also recorded. Because I'm doing it live, you want to say that it's not your home. The time is showing. Where the life is going. That's the NK city. That's NK city. What about the world of beauties? So we have it already. That's all right. So I'm going to now post on the Facebook some of the things. If you let's end here, let me take you through just a refreshing. So that if I didn't come there, you want to say that no. We end the broadcast over here.